Hey guys, this is Andrew Keen from KeenOnTheMarket.com. This is your ES Mini Apple and Earnings video recap for 12/19/2012. So what happened today? We opened up this morning. I saw the high of the day in the first bar. This is very different than the last 2 days where we saw the low within the first 2 days. Basically, fiscal cliff. This is like, as I talk about every time I do this video, that it's basically like Greece getting bailed out. Greece isn't getting bailed out. They're getting bailed out. They're not getting bailed out. They're getting bailed out again. It's like a soap opera, right? Fiscal cliff, we thought we had a deal. We rallied on the fiscal cliff deal. And then what happens? We sell off today. So let's look at some key levels for today. Possible, top 14, 44, 25. That's going to be a new level we have to test to the upside. Sold off basically all day. We closed on the low of the day. Low of the day was 14.31. Not a huge range tomorrow. Tomorrow we have more economic data that we're going to have to look at. Let me look to see our calendar. I know we have GDP tomorrow morning at 7:30. Jobless claims at 7:30. 9 o'clock brings us existing home sales, Philly Fed survey, and leading indicators. Then on Friday, we have durable goods and personal spending, consumer sentiment as well. So a lot of economic data in the next 2 days. Should be interesting. All eyes are on anytime Obama or Boehner speaks. Let's look at Apple and see how Apple performed today. I helped a couple guys out with their Apple trading, and I talked about how today 90% chance is going to be an inside day. What does that mean? That means the high is not going to break yesterday's high and the low is not going to break yesterday's low. And I was exactly right. I also flagged this level for them this morning, this 526.33 level, bounced off that, went right straight up, and we came back to that. Key levels to Apple on the downside is the 520 level, which was yesterday's low. If we test that, we can test the gap to the high from the day before. And then obviously the final flag's down at 503 half. Apple continues to look weak. It actually looked weak this morning right out of the bat. It was down about $4. Then Apple actually popped a little bit. Market closed on the low of the day. Apple did close on the low of the day, but held in a little relatively strong compared to how Apple's been trading. Couple stocks with earnings after the bell. Bed Bath & Beyond got down to about 56 and change, then a little bit of a pop. I'm long some Jan 60 straddles. Good thing I did Jan instead of December. I talked about only $1 more for Jan. We also saw some really interesting action because we saw Jabil come out with earnings, very strong earnings, and the stock popped. I was trying to actually sell some call spreads, and I never got filled. So the stock is going to pop above 1970. It's still technically going to be in the Ichimoku clouds, which is neutral territory. It has to contest with the high from September 26th, where it gapped down from earnings at $20. So it should be interesting to get up there. Accenture, which has been very strong, that has rallied the last 3 times on earnings, that one's selling off. I was trying to do call flies in Accenture. I did not get filled. A lot of the times I don't get filled because I don't put on aggressive trades because there's so many trades out there that I don't have to do anything too crazy. There's so many trades out that I don't have to do anything that's too aggressive, right? If I want to get in a trade at a certain price, I'll get in. If I don't have to aggressively pay up. So this is a couple that I'm keeping an eye on. We have RIM tomorrow, earnings tomorrow after the bell. We also have Nike with earnings tomorrow after the bell as well. This is Andrew Keen from KeenOnTheMarket.com. That's your market video recap. Thanks, guys, and I'll see you tomorrow.